This cost $500,000.
Or you could collaborate with some guys who do stories like that.
It's not doing this, no. I'm saying I want someone to write.
Some writers, yeah, they're there, like on Facebook.
Yes.
There's this dude
Gospel Malawi Faboli so Gola kutsandada mu analumikira pita padziko lapasi ukaendere munda koma chipatso cha mtengo wapakati Adamu sakaje Adamu njala itampweteka ndiyangane mu mtengomu mapo zaphi.
Well, I try to do a few things. I'm into herbal products.
Okay, I am currently a radio presenter at Capital FM. I'm a writer, freelance. Pretty much write anything, you know, as long as it's not fiction. I haven't tried working with fiction yet. Just everything arts and media, I'm passionate about that. So I find myself doing fashion stuff and, you know, designing every once in a while, drawing, doing music, just everything arts and media, that's my thing.
I'm a student currently, finishing off my degree in business IT. Should be done in the next 2-3 weeks, so that's my current day job as a student. So yeah.
Well, I am a poet, I do modeling, I'm also a lecturer.
I'm currently a fashion designer, clothing designer. I'm a professional chef, studied to be a chef and whatnot, but right now I'm focusing on making clothes and making bags and whatever I can do with my hands. And I'm also an events organizer. I'm part of the team called The Creatives. So we organize events, and currently we're working on an event called WAFI, Winter Ankara Fashion Expo. It's set to happen in July. My biggest achievement was getting the very first fashion show. It's a street fashion show, which is the crazy part. We were and still are the very first people who managed to organize the show. At first, when we were starting out, it was basically for Blantyre people who wanted to get Blantyre designers, Blantyre models. And then now we've expanded it and we're opening up to anyone from anywhere to come and take part in this. So the fact that we managed to close one of the busiest streets in Blantyre and set up a runway there and have chairs and have people come and watch, that was by far the biggest thing I've ever done.
I think my biggest achievement so far is staying alive. Because, hey, my guy, it's been a long journey to get to where I am, even though I'm still young. But then staying alive is quite big because I've gone through some, what can I say, maturing moments which have made me mature and change certain lifestyles to actually still be alive, be where I am. Otherwise, I think I would have been 6 feet under. So, yeah, staying alive is my biggest achievement.
Wow. I would say finding myself. Yeah. You know, I've pretty much lived most of my life being and doing what other people thought was right for me, and finding myself and just, you know, doing what makes me happy. That's my biggest achievement. Yeah.
Ensure you belong.
I'm so in trouble. This thing is not my thing. Anyway. 26 minutes past the hour, 11 o'clock is the time now on Capital FM, and the TIA show continues, aka This is Africa. I do hope you are enjoying the music selection that I have for you. Earlier on, I gave you something by Hazel Mac featuring Bucci. Ting Go, her latest release for this year. I do hope you enjoy that song. And more music like this in the TIA show. Remember, this is an all-African music show, so if you have anything that you like to listen to, given that it's an African song, then you will not believe I have a fear of going on air.
Well, the biggest achievement is I've got 3 children. One's a girl and 2 boys. The girl's name is Zion. The boys are Hezekiah and Daniel. Up to date, I think those are my biggest achievement because that's what I wanted. I've wanted for a very long time.
Okay, well, first one I got published 2012. I entered a competition, a poetry writing competition. So one of my poems, well, my poem was chosen to be one of the poems that was published in an anthology book. So that one was that's my poetry achievement. My modeling achievement, I've been featured in 2 campaigns for Airtel, it's a mobile company, and Netbank. So that's my favorite modeling achievement. And also, I forgot another one. What's the other one? Well, yeah, I work with a group of friends. We made history and had the first street fashion show in Malawi ever. So I was part of the team that did that. So those are my 3 achievements. Yeah.
Gospel Malawi Faboli Sam Gola Gitana Adam Anaru Migira Bidabati Gola Pass Uga Endere Munda Kumachipato Chantengwa Pakati Adamu Sagaji Adamu Jalaita Mpweteka Diangane Muntengumu Mapo za Pirenji Sindi Iva Nishawa Apo Zimozi Kena konjoka inabwera Adamu ndikukuluma ndakufuna ndisakulume umalise mapozo sewa inokuyamba popo kupalata kunayambika okwazungu amapalata apolisi amaponyonyolo patekulo kajombo yapo kaki kuponyera yapo banje malume ndipwalewe
Malawi, the home out of Africa. Best place to be, man. Beautiful place, mountains all over the place, friendly people, smiles all over. We have the lake. That's one of our best things that we have. The lake. What else? So much. There's so much. I can't cover it all at one time. But then, what I love about this place is that people are so calm. People here are very calm. People are understanding. You can have a conversation with a random stranger, and at the end of the day, you become best friends because we are that receptive. We open up to new people. We're always open to new ideas. We're always open to seeing things in a different light. So I'd say Malawi is a place to be.
Yeah. Malawi is it's a beautiful country, no lie. It's just that my country is filled with a lot of, what can I say, people who generally do not see the value of our country. So I love Malawi as my country. It's a beautiful country. It's just that I feel that a lot of things have to change, like politically, how people, mentality, and all that. A lot has to change, but I love my country, and I'll die for my country, but things gotta change.
Malawi. It's cool. It's calm. A bit too calm sometimes. It hinders development. I like to think that, but it's welcoming. You know, it's home. There's always something new to discover, something new every day. You think you know it inside and out until you go into town one day, and then you learn a new word, you meet someone who teaches you something you didn't even know existed. It's just a canvas, yeah, like, you know, ready to just something like this. you know, you could pretty much write anything on this, you could draw anything on this. It's this, and this is beautiful, but then there's room for change and room for growth. So that's Malawi for me.
Well, locally we call it the warm heart of Africa. There's a lot of potential in Malawi. I still feel we're a very small country. We're still growing. We're a baby that has probably recently started walking. We haven't started running yet, we've started walking.
Malawi, Malawi, my Malawi. I love Malawi. That's the first thing. This place is my home. It's really one of the friendliest places in the world. It's really beautiful. If you ever need somewhere to lay low, I'd recommend coming to Malawi. And I'm not just saying that because I'm from here, but it's really a very beautiful nation. It's pretty quiet as well. Quiet in the sense that, you know, people were content. We're content with how things are. I wish we wouldn't be content with all the bad things, but we're content with living comfortably and being comfortable with who we are and what we do. And I don't know, it's beautiful. It also has rich history. Malawi has a lot of rich history which a lot of people don't know about. For example, where I'm from, or where I stay, Blantyre, it's like the oldest city in Central Africa, and a lot of people don't know that. So there's really it's like a hidden gem. I think it's a hidden gem of Africa. It is the warm heart of Africa. It's the hidden gem. Yeah.
For 5 years, I hope. I always had a dream to have a transportation business for whatever reason. So I think in 5 years, I would like to see my business grow. Like start off first of all, because that's the biggest thing. Start off after I finish school, probably get a job or something, and then use the money I earn to grow my dream. Start it off and grow it. So in 5 years, I hope that I would have worked enough and actually started and shifted from being an employee to an employer. So that's where I see myself in 5 years, like shifting from one sector to another sector, generating income. That's what I can say.
I don't think that far, unfortunately, but hopefully I'll be impacting people on a bigger and a larger scale. Yeah, because I don't think I'm that big yet, but I would like to, do things that don't just benefit me and my family, but other people that I'll probably never meet. So hopefully I'll be there in 5 years.
In 5 years, I hope that the event planning business grows. I definitely love to be planning more events full time, because I think it's just something that I discovered by accident. So I hope that with time I'll be able to do that full time. And also I'd love to work with kids. Like my love for psychology started because I love working with children. So I hopefully want to be doing something that relates to taking care of children. Yeah.
I see myself going far. My dream is to actually showcase it in one of many fashion shows outside of Malawi. Basically, for the time being, I'm looking at applying for South Africa Fashion Week. If that doesn't work out, I'm looking at anywhere else that has Fashion Week. So I want to try my luck and see where I can go. But in 5 years, I see myself having a very big brand that is going to be selling worldwide.
I want to be the biggest producer of oils. As I indicated, I'm into herbal products. I focus on oils. I focus on baobab oil, moringa oil, and neem oil. I want to be the biggest producer locally in Malawi of those products.
first, psychology, I think it's a great way to understand who we are as people, and also to understand others. And I think that's what we need in the world, like love and understanding. So psychology for me is just a way to understand my world and understand the people around me. So I use that actually not just in teaching and also my career, but I think it also applies to everything else I do. Poetry is also it has some kind of psychology to it, and modeling also has some psychology to it, and everything I do, it's just bringing value by expressing myself and also helping people to express themselves.
We are the children of God. Look what our hands can make. Cities to the sky.
As of currently, I do help my sister run her shop here and there. So I think that's good because it also trains me on how to run any future businesses which I would like to do by myself. So it's like a first-hand learning experience. What I'm doing, how would it value others? Generally, if my business does start up, because I believe that if you want to change something, you have to start one way or the other. So I would like to be an employer and at least change 10 people's lives by the time I die. So if I change these 10 people's lives, they'll impact another 10 lives, and if they can impact another 10 lives individually, I think what I'm doing will generally change a lot of people's lives in the long run.
It's a health value. It's a health value. It's going back to organic. These are organic products. A lot of products that are available, especially on the health and skincare, are products that are imported in. I want to be able to produce locally. I want to be able to produce local made oils that Malawians and Africans can use that are organic.
Value what I do. Value what I do. Wow. I could say it's like having a voice, especially for my writing and presenting. I like to think of it as saying the things that are on my mind, and the value of that is either changing someone's perspective on something or just teaching them something new. So I think, yeah, that's the value. I don't even know if that's value. yeah, that's the value of what I do.
Mama, look from when you call me destiny. Mama, look from when you call it. I wanna rule my destiny. Yeah. Oh, help I please. Jah make me rule my destiny. Oh, we Lord, I've been blessed, I've been touched. I love Jah so much. They keep fighting me. I'm not giving up.
Beautiful.
What does it mean? To be black means to be proud of who you are, to be confident, to be creative, to be artistic. That's what it means.
Being black is beautiful. That's what I can say. Like, black people, we have to stand up for ourselves, not just. We have to be a team. You know what I mean? Like, regardless of cultural differences, tribes, and all that, being black, you are associated by your skin. So if you've got brown skin like I do, you're black, and that is power in itself. So I think being black is just beautiful. That's all I can say.
I don't know, I just feel like being black means fighting all the time, man. Just fighting for your right to be heard, fighting to make it in life, fighting to, you know, the traditions and the cultures and the norms. Not that that is bad, but we just hold on to things sometimes, and we fail to grow because of that. So it's just a fight, just fighting for everything all the flipping time. You can't slack, you can't sleep. You just have to keep pushing. Yeah, nothing comes easy for a black person. I like to think that. Just everywhere, you're either fighting with fellow black men or you're fighting with people of other cultures. You're fighting all the time. So it's war to be black. Yeah, I guess it's war. What?
What does it mean to be black? Strong, independent, mentally fit. You have to be mentally strong as well. You have to know what you want, and you have to aim. You have to push for what you want in life. Not everything is handed to you on a silver platter, so you have to work to gain what you want. You have to push. You have to struggle to get the things that you want in life. And if you actually manage to take a step forward, you see yourself going in the right direction. It's something that, being a black person, you are proud of yourself. You know that you're not just carrying yourself, but so many other people that come behind you, your family, your reputation, your country, your city. So it's, being black is not just being one person. It's being whole. It's being a whole. It's being a whole being. Yeah.
We are the future. We are the past, present, and the future. That's what Africa is. We are life. We are history. We are everything. There is no world without Africa. And I think if we rose up, the rest of the world would fall at our knees. But Africa is the future. It's the past, it's the present, it's the future.
Africa has a future. Africa had a good past. We've had a bad present, but I feel we'll have a very good future.
Africa has a future if we change our leadership. Especially, I'll give you an example in my country. I think if our leadership changed the mentality of how they do things, Malawi's got a great future. And if the future leaders change things, we've got a great future. But currently, how people, selfish thoughts, being greedy, with all that mentality in place, Africa doesn't have a future. So we need to change. We need to be more loving and caring for one another. Otherwise, Africa's got no future.
It does. It does. I think we are the future right now. We are the future. Africa is the future. That's where everything comes from, you know. Most of the most intelligent people, we can actually even say, come from Africa, because there's a saying that behind every man there's a woman, there's a powerful woman. So we can look at the world as the man, and Africa is that powerful woman, is that strong mind that's keeping the world intact, because so many things come from Africa. We talk about gold, we talk about diamonds, we talk about so many precious stones. They come from here, and it's not a simple thing to be African. So Africa does have a future, because we are innovative, we're smart, we're creative, we're artistic people. Oh, the arts, tip top. So Africa does have a future. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it does. I'm not confident about that because we've always had one. Thing is, do we know that we have one? As long as we don't know, as long as we're waiting for somebody to give us freedom, the freedom that we already have, and we're always going to be here waiting for the future. So it's here. Point is to live in it, to accept that it's here and do something about it, and not just sit back, oh, the president is doing this. Electricity or water or this, there's always going to be problems. You just have to, I don't know, just snap out of it. You have this, you're worried about something, do something about it that's not complaining. So yeah, we have a future, we just have to grab it.
I lecture at Atlanta International University. I teach 3 subjects from counseling psychology. It's what I did, so I'm just teaching the subjects from there.
All right.
I actually like the diversity of it, because with poetry, with modeling, I get to do a bit of acting like I'm someone else. So originally, I started modeling because I wasn't very confident, and I use that as a way to gain my confidence. And with poetry, I just use that to express how I feel and to show myself who I am, and then sharing that with people also requires a certain kind of bravery and confidence. So yeah, I just like the ability. I like being able to express myself and just express my creativity, which I think a lot of young African people just want to do these days, just express their creativity.
Oh, I don't have a choice, literally. I need to have money. I stopped depending on my parents a long time ago. And when I got this job, I stopped asking for money, asking for stuff. And I don't want to go back to that place. So I need to find something that can get me money. So yeah, I mean, I just need something different. The only reason I don't do things most of the time because I have this as a crutch. I know that okay, I'll go to work and I'll get paid at the end of the month. I need to do my own stuff. The only way I'll do that is by not having anything to fall back on, like just literally having myself to fall back on.
Yeah.
So it's the only way I'm gonna work. And literally,
Right from the beginning,
so now I'm here. I don't have to put up with this.
she's seen me cook. I think, okay, right from the beginning, I've tried to I've tried to be there as much as I can be for her. I think the time she was born, both me and the mum were stay-home parents. And then the mum started working, and I've always worked from home. So my daughter's always seen me at home. I think she's seen me probably doing the work that people would think women should do. I fed her, I've watched her, I cooked for her, and I continue to cook for her up until today. So what I try to pass to her, that we're all equal, men and women are equal. I think it's still difficult in our environment, to try and pass that information forward. But I try to be as proactive with my daughter as I can be. I try to answer as many questions as I can that she does ask.
Meet this.
Show us what you made.
Just found some material that was sitting at home and pieced it together, and I've been carrying this for as long as I can remember right now. Yeah.
Nice one.
You know?
Nice one.
Like my take. There's still a lot to be done. I mean, we still get people saying, "Oh my gosh, you can't have women engineers. We can't have women doing this. Oh my gosh, you work in media, you're a hoe." I get that sometimes. Apparently, you have to screw your way to the top. Stuff like that. I mean, people say that we're growing, we're getting somewhere, but as long as we still have people pushing you down, and it starts right from when you're a kid. Oh no, you have to learn how to do your chores so that you can, take care of your husband. It's as if we're just made to be someone's wife. Not that that's a bad thing, but there's more to being a woman than being somebody's something. You're either somebody's daughter or somebody's girlfriend, somebody's wife, somebody's something. There's more to being a woman than just that. A lot of people don't get to, a lot of women don't get to be the people that they want to be because their families won't let them, they won't support them, or the husbands won't support them, the society won't support them. You really have to, at some point, not care. That's what I've realized. Like, just don't care. You want to do something, just go. Just do it. Don't wait for somebody. Don't wait for permission. That's what people do. Waiting for people to tell you, oh yeah, that's a good idea. You know, you should do that. No. If it's good to you, then hey, just do it. Yeah.
What are you doing? Oh. 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 Really? So you? Peace out. I got nervous because it kept coming close and I was like, okay, what's going on? But yeah, Africa's the past, the present, the future. It's all.
All right.